Hi everyone. I'd like to briefly talk about phrasing of eighth notes in a jazz setting. As young musicians, we're often taught, I certainly was, that when you're playing jazz, the eighth notes are a triplet with the middle note left out. Certainly that's the way some people play the ride rhythm, and it's certainly a valid way. 1, 2 triplet, 2, 4 triplet, 1, 2 triplet, 3, 4 triplet, 1. But it's not as simple as that, especially when you start examining melodies and the way the rest of the band plays melodies. Often I get students to play me a melody on the snare drum alone to a jazz standard, and say it's something like Straight No Chaser, they will play something like this. 1, 2, 3. Which is an approximation of that. But if you actually listen to the way a horn player plays that, they would never play that rhythm. Ba-dum da dum da, ba-dum da dum da dum da, da dum da dum da, da dum da dum da, da dum da dum. In fact, it's because I'm phrasing it too much like triplets that it actually doesn't swing, which is a weird thing, I think, for people to get their head around at first. It certainly was for me. But the thing is, if you listen to somebody play or sing that melody, it's going to be ba-doo-ba-doo-da, ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-da, ba-doo-ba-doo-da, ba-doo-ba-doo-da, ba-doo-ba-doo, ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-da. So it's certainly more legato, and the eighth notes are closer to really straight than triplets with the notes left out. In fact, a good way to start to work on this, if you're having trouble with it, is to play the melody as straight as you possibly can. Okay, so all of them is straight eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, that doesn't feel necessarily great either, but it actually is better than the first example. So we're really working on rolling the eighth notes a bit. You know, the way you would sing them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's somewhere in that middle ground between straight and triplets with the middle note left out, those eighth notes. So, and really the best way to work on this is to listen to the music, to learn the melodies, to sing along with the melodies, sing along with people's solos. Notice how horn players play those eighth notes in sort of a natural way. And this will really help your playing and help your knowledge of swing. These sort of in-between eighth notes too, they show up all the time. I've mentioned this in the blog before, but in Brazilian music, in types of rockabilly and R&B, in jazz certainly, in New Orleans style. So this is something that you'll be able to get a lot of use out in a bunch of different styles. But I think it's the important thing is it's about listening and listening to the music. It's not something you're necessarily going to get out of a book. So just get listening to the tunes, start singing them, and you'll find that the same quality that you get when you're singing will start to develop as you're playing. And that will have huge implications in the future in all sorts of ways, way beyond just the eighth notes. Okay, so I hope this was informative, and thanks, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.